Hi guys, my name is Trinh and today I'm here to do an announcement video. Oh my god, I'm so freaking excited. I am co-hosting a year-long read-along with Sandy and Tiffany. Yay! I'm just really excited to basically host this year-long read-along with two of my favorite people on BookTube. So I will have their channels down in the description box below, but not just that. I will also have the links to their announcement videos down in the description box below. Of course, we're doing a Vampire Academy and Bloodline series kind of read-along. Our read-along is called the St. Vladimir's Read-along. St. Vladimir is actually an academy that is taking place in the Vampire Academy. Before I go in depth with this video, I do want to say that there is another Vampire Academy series read-along going on right now. I believe they started in November of 2020 and they're going to finish by November of 2021. For our read-along, the St. Vladimir's Read-along, we're going to start reading the books from January of 2021 to January of 2022. Yeah, that makes sense. And I do want to give them a shout out like the other Vampire Academy series read-along because they started this read-along like 2 months earlier than us. So of course, if you happen to join our read-along and you want to like read the books really fast and you want more Vampire Academy content, I highly recommend following the other read-along because they're gonna be reading the exact same books as us, but they're starting this read-along like a few months prior. So I will have their Twitter down in the description box below. So yeah, just open up the description box below. I will have everything down there. Of course, we also have our own Twitter. I believe it's at VA2021 Readalong. If you search up the St. Vladimir's Readalong, then it should show up. I will also have our Twitter in the description box below. This is really exciting. So we're going to be rereading. Well, Sandy, Tiffany, and I, we're going to reread all of these 12 books because I have read them before. I believe I read the Vampire Academy series back in 2015, and then for the Bloodline series, I read this back in 2016. It's been a few years and I really want to reread all of the books, so I'm very excited that we get to do this really cool thing in 2021. Of course, we have to talk about the Vampire Academy series. So this is the very first book called Vampire Academy. Basically, in this world there are vampires. There are 3 different groups of vampires, I guess. Basically, we have the Moroi, which is like the royalty vampire. I believe they're like mortal vampires, so they can't die. And then we have the vampire guardians, I guess. Basically, they're called the Dampier. The third group of vampire is basically called the Strigoi. They're like really evil because they can live forever, and I believe they kill people. I don't remember a lot of things. In this book, I believe Rose, she's at this academy. She's training to be a guardian, and then she meets her instructor named Dimitri. She likes him, he likes her, if I remember correctly. And then of course, her best friend Lisa, she is a Moroi vampire, and we get to learn a lot more about Moroi vampire and what they can do because I believe in this world they can do elemental magic, I guess. It's kind of like Avatar: The Last Airbender. There are some vampires who can do spiritual magic. It's very different, that's all I know. And I remember that we have 2 vampires in this series that can do this different kind of magic. So yes, in January we're gonna read Vampire Academy, and I'm very excited to say that Joel will be joining us for our live show. I don't know the day and time yet. I haven't figured things out, but yeah, it's just very exciting because we're gonna be reading this book in January, and then we will have a live show at the end of the month, and then all 4 of us, we're gonna, you know, discuss Vampire Academy, the very first book of the series. And then the second book, Frostbite, we're gonna be reading this in February. I don't remember the details, but I remember crying a lot when I read the ending of this book. So yeah, this is for February. And then the third book, Shadow Kiss, we will read this in March, obviously, because it's the third book of the series. I was gonna say the third book of the month. In April, we're gonna be reading Blood Promise by Richelle Mead. Oh yeah, all 12 of these books are by Richelle Mead. In May, we're gonna read Spirit Bound, and honestly, it's not the worst cover. Last but not least, Last Sacrifice. We're gonna be reading this in June, and this is the very last book of the Vampire Academy series. And now, the spin-off series, Bloodlines. Basically, this series follows some characters from the Vampire Academy series. Like, the main character is Sydney, and she's not a vampire, she's actually an alchemist. The thing about Sydney is that she is raised in a household that hates vampires. So in the first book, she has like a prejudice against vampires, but throughout the series, you do see her like change her opinions. It's just gonna be really interesting to reread the series and see how she changes as a character. So this is the very first book. We're gonna be reading this in July because obviously that's the month after June. In August, we're gonna be reading The Golden Lily, and this is the second book of the Bloodline series. In September, we're gonna be reading The Indigo Spell. For October, The Fiery Heart. I remember this book a little bit. We're gonna be reading this in October. I'm so freaking excited because hopefully it's gonna be good. I think, if I remember correctly, this was probably my favorite book of the entire series, but I'm probably lying right now because it's been so long. So yeah, the fifth book, Silver Shadows. I don't remember what happened in this book. Oh wait, yes I do. Oh, I'm matching with the book too. Stay on track. I think I remember what happened in this book. I remember being really upset. Last but not least, we're gonna read The Ruby Circle in December of 2021. So this is the final book of the entire series, and it's gonna be the final book of the year-long read-alongs. That's basically it for this section of the video. But yeah, we're gonna be reading 12 books in 2021. Of course, we're gonna have monthly live shows on my channel, and I highly encourage you to follow our Twitter because that's where we're gonna announce the date and time. I really hope that you guys will join us as well. Like, if you have read the Vampire Academy series, the Bloodline series, and you really want to reread these books, come join us, okay? Like, come join us. We can read these books together. It's gonna be so much fun. However, if you have never read any of these books, then of course you're welcome to join us as well, because this read-along is for the people who are reading the Vampire Academy series and the Bloodline series, and it's gonna be really, really great and fun. And I'm freaking excited because I've never done anything like this. So this is a big project. It is a year-long read-along, but I'm just really happy that I'm doing this with Sandy and Tiffany. So it's gonna be fun, okay? So that's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.